imagine you're riding your bike across campus, headed to class when you hear air rushing out of your tire. You've got a flat. So what do? You've got about three choices. You can walk your bike the rest of the way to class, you can abandon it and forget it happened, or you could change your tire. Hundreds of students ride their bike across campus every day, so it's inevitable that somebody's going to get a flat, and so it's important to learn how to change a bike tire. I am no professional bicyclist, but my dad is a world-renowned long-distance cyclist, and I have rode my bike a couple of times with him before. So today I am going to show you the 3 steps for changing a flat tire. 1. Remove the tube. 2. Change the tube. And 3. Reassemble the wheel. So to start, we are going to assume that you have already taken the wheel off of the bike. And we're going to make sure you have all the right tools. That includes a tire lever, a bike pump, and a spare tube. So to start, the first step is to remove the tube. So to do that, you're going to have to use this tire lever. You're going to insert it in between the wheel, or the tire, and the rim, and you're going to just pull it around, which will separate the two from each other. This will allow you to access the tube. So now that that's off, you can take out the tube. You're going to just pull it out until you get to the valve, and you're going to have to pull that through the hole. Now you're probably going to want to keep this because you could patch it and then use it as your next spare tire for when you get another flat. So now you're going to want to inspect the tire in case there's any foreign objects in there. If there is, then it's probably going to pop your tube, and you're going to have to do this all over again. So now that this is clear, you're going to put in your new tube. So you're going to take the valve, you're going to find the valve hole, and you're going to stick it back in. Then all you have to do is feed this tube back through the wheel. So you're going to nest it back into the rim just like it was when you took it out. So this would be the second step of changing the tube. So all you have to do is just no tools necessary. Just run your fingers along the side like this and feed it into the rim. You want to make sure that you don't have any kinks in there, because when you air it up, it's probably going to cause you some trouble. So once this is inserted in, you're going to want to reassemble the wheel. So that's the third step. So you're going to want to take your hands, you don't need a tool again, and you're just going to push the tire back into the rim. This is going to get it back the way it was when you had it. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that none of the tube is sticking out, because if it is, when you get back on your bike, the pressure is probably going to have it explode. And then you're going to have to do this all over again. So you don't want to do that. So when you're going around, it's going to get a little tight at the top. So you're going to have to use some force to get it in there. But once you do this and you make sure that there's no tube left sticking out, you're good to go. And all that's left is to air up the tire. So now what you're going to want to do is take this valve, and you're going to want to untwist it so the air can get in. You're going to take this bike pump, open it up, put it in there, lock it in, and then you're going to pump it up. You're going to pump it until it gets kind of hard to pump. Then you're going to want to do what I like to call the squeeze test. So you're just going to take your fingers and pinch the tube. If you can't pinch it and it doesn't squeeze, then it's probably filled up enough so that you can reassemble your bike. So now I've shown you the 3 basic steps for changing a bike tire. It includes removing the wheel, or removing the tube, changing the tube, and reassembling the wheel. So a lot of students ride their bikes around campus, so it's really important that if you ride a bike, you know how to change the tire. Because if not, then your bike is going to end up abandoned with all the other bikes that no one knew how to change the tire, and then it's not going to carry you across campus. Thank you.